Welcome to our space of hope, inspiration, where faith is kindled and the Word of God meets us right where we are. Thank you for being here and for allowing us to walk with you. Imagine you're in the middle of an earthquake, not one of earth and rubble, but an inner one. Everything shakes. Your plans crumble, your relationships crack, your health gives warning signs, or perhaps it's just that silent weight you can't name, but that leaves you breathless. In that instant, when the ground of your life seems to give way, an ancient voice, but more alive than ever, resonates with impossible calm. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. It's not a cliché. It's not a phrase to hang on the wall. It's a declaration of war against hopelessness. Because in a world that tells you to save yourself, this word reminds you, you are not alone. Refuge, strength, prompt help. 3 words that are not poetic metaphors, but real anchors for the soul in crisis. Shelter is not a passive refuge, it is an active shelter. It is knowing that, even when everything falls apart, there is someone who holds you up before you fall. He doesn't wait for you to break before acting. He embraces you while you're still trembling. Fortitude is not brute force, it is inner resilience. It is that calm that is born not from your will, but from a presence that has already overcome what you face. It's not about being strong. It's about letting him be your strength when you no longer have any. And prompt help is the word that shatters the most dangerous myth, that God is late. No, he doesn't always remove tribulation, but he is never late to it. His help doesn't always change circumstances, but it always changes your ability to overcome them. We live in an age of toxic self-sufficiency. We're sold the idea that we must be resilient, productive, and positive, even in the midst of grief, failure, or exhaustion. And when we don't achieve this, we feel like failures. But the truth is different. You weren't designed to carry the burden alone. Think about this. How many times have you said, "I'm fine," when in reality you were falling apart inside? How many nights have you pretended to be calm so as not to be a burden? How many decisions have you made in a panic because you thought no one would come to help you? That's not courage, it's loneliness, disguised as strength. Psalm 46:1 doesn't ask you to be strong. It tells you that you already have a stronghold. It doesn't tell you to avoid tribulation. It tells you that you are not helpless in it, because tribulation is not a sign that God has abandoned you. It is the setting where his faithfulness is most clearly revealed. There's an ancient story that illustrates this. During a flood in a village, a man refused to leave his house, saying, "God will save me." A boat passed by, and he rejected it. "No, God will save me." Then a helicopter passed by, and he rejected it too. Finally, the water reached him. When he reached heaven, he asked God, "Why didn't you save me?" And God replied, "Didn't I send a boat? Didn't I send a helicopter? Why didn't you accept them?" Many today do the same thing. They pray for help, but ignore the hands God sends. A friend who calls at just the right moment, a word written in a forgotten book, a song that comes on the radio when you need it most, an inexplicable peace in the midst of chaos. God doesn't always answer the way you expect, but he always answers. And his answer isn't always yes or no. Sometimes it's simply, "Here I am." That is the essence of prompt help. It's not that the storm stops, it's that you are no longer alone in it. Now breathe. Yes. Now. Inhale deeply. Feel the air come in. That air is grace. That heartbeat is promise. That life that beats within you is proof that there is still hope. Because as long as there is breath, there is possibility. As long as there is a heart that beats, there is a God who sustains. And if today you feel like you can't go on, if the weight is too much, if the tribulation seems endless, listen to this with your soul, not just with your ears. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. He doesn't say will be, He says is, present, active, with you, now. You don't have to wait to be worthy. You don't have to fix yourself first. You don't have to prove that you deserve help. You just have to stop struggling alone. Because refuge isn't earned, it's received. Strength isn't built, it's inhabited. Help isn't deserved, it's accepted. And here is the secret that few understand. True strength isn't resisting without help, it's asking for help and moving forward. That is what a warrior of the soul does. They don't deny pain, they go through it with company. They don't deny fear, they face it with faith. He does not deny tribulation, he transforms it with hope. Because when you know you have unwavering protection, you stop living from defense and begin to live from freedom. You no longer run to hide, you walk to heal. You no longer silence your pain, you name it and surrender it. You no longer fear the future, you face it with a God who is already there. And if this message touched you, if you felt it was for you at this very moment, it's because it was. Because there are no coincidences in pain, only divine encounters disguised as crises. And if you need a place where you won't be judged for your fragility, where you can cry without shame, where the word isn't a sermon but a hug, I invite you to Gokrip. At Gokrip, we don't sell false victories. We don't promise everything will be okay. But we do offer a space where faith meets reality, where pain is named, honored, and transformed. Here you will find words that heal, reflections that awaken, and a community that walks with you, not ahead or behind, but beside you. Subscribe, ring the bell, and join those like you who are learning to let go of the illusion of control and embrace the most liberating truth. God is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. No matter what you're going through, He is already there, and His help is already on the way. Thank you for reading this far. If this resonated with you, please share it. Someone else needs to hear it today. Gokrip. Where refuge is not sought, it is found. If this message touched your heart, like it. Help others find it. Subscribe to Gokrip, a truth that not only inspires, it transforms. Leave your request in the comments. We are praying for you. You are not alone.